Good evening. Welcome to an evening of rhythm and brass. In case you haven't figured it out yet, we are the brass portion of this evening's lineup. This is FBI, 5 brass instrumentalists. Together we have 18 valves, 5 bells, and 1 remarkable musical experience for you this evening. Our first selection was the sonata from De Sangre, written in approximately 1684, anonymous composer and edited for brass quartet by Robert King. Next up we have from the Russian composer Victor Ivan, Symphony for Brass Choir, Quintet Number 1, one of the original pieces written for brass quintet. This is the first movement entitled Moderato. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take a minute now to introduce the members of the quintet. On first trumpet we have from the booming metropolis of Wingate, North Carolina, Stephen Latta. Second trumpet from Mooresville, North Carolina, Caleb Revis. On the horn, also from Wingate, is Centria Brown. From Indian Trail, we have Christopher Giorgenti. I play tuba. My name is Matt Garris. I am from Monroe, North Carolina. Our next selection returns us to Germany, Leipzig, as a matter of fact, in 1670. This is Sonata number 22 from Ora Decima, written by Johann Petzel and again edited by Robert King. The composer of our next selection needs no introduction, Mozart, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ave Verum Corpus, transcribed for brass quintet by Mark McKinnon. When we established ourselves as a performing ensemble at the beginning of the fall semester, this was actually the first piece the five of us sat down to play together, and it was such a beautiful moment, these five brass voices together, and it almost seemed as if it was meant to be. There was very little rehearsal required the first time we ran through it. It just instantly happened. We had a nice sound there together, and a real musical moment for all of us. So we're pleased to be able to turn around and share that with you this evening. We hope you enjoy Ave Verum Corpus. Well, thank you for attending the brass portion of this evening's concert. This will be our last selection. It's Canzona Personaria number 2, written by Giovanni Gabrielli, edited by Robert King for brass quintet. In addition to hearing the performers you hear before you tonight, this evening, they'll also be playing the Monday following Thanksgiving here with the larger wind ensemble. It'll be at 7:30 that Monday night. It's a German-themed concert. You have a lot of music from German composers throughout the past several hundred years, and also some selections by American composers in honor of German history. So we certainly invite you to attend that and look forward to seeing all of you there. Again, thank you for being with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. This is Canzona Personaria number 2. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. On behalf of the Percussion Ensemble, I'm David Markgraf, the Director of Percussion Studies here at Wingate University, and this is actually my premiere here teaching at the college, so I'm very happy to be here, and I'm happy that all of you are here tonight as well. The first piece we played tonight, Toccata Without Instruments, is something that was written for anybody, whether they be percussionists, non-percussionists, anybody, and it's all about rhythm and how we can make music without even needing instruments, which is especially helpful today given the budgets of schools and universities all over the country. It really helps. So the next piece that we're setting up for is a Spanish piece called Ritmo Hondo. And this was a piece that was premiered back in 1952 at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. And it was, at the time, a very new concept to have percussion music that was written just for percussion. And it was given at a concert just for percussion. And back at that time, there was almost no percussion music whatsoever. And this particular piece, Ritmo Hondo, was inspired by Spanish flamenco music. And we are playing two of the three movements. We're actually starting with the second movement called Seta. And this particular movement was meant to depict the procession that they would have in Seville, Spain during Good Friday. And during that time, instruments are banned from playing. Except, however, there was usually a muffled drum that was performed. And so it is meant to represent the mournful time of Good Friday. The second movement that we're playing tonight is actually the first movement of the piece, and it is meant to just represent a flamenco dancer performing in front of a crowd. Now, to help us along with the percussion part is also the clarinet and the trumpet. And this is a good example of here how at the university that we can combine other instruments in different settings and different ensembles to create something else and give different experiences to all the students. So again, it will feature both of them. Looks like we are about ready. So this is Ritmo Hondo. Our final piece this evening is called The Swords of Modeling, which I think is a great title for a piece. This is written back in 1966 by a man named Gordon Peters. Gordon Peters was one of the original pioneers in percussion music and percussion performance overall. He was one of the first graduates in the U.S. to actually get a degree in percussion from the Eastman School of Music, where he also got his master's degree as well, and who also had a strong interest in composition. So a few years after his graduation, he wrote this piece and dedicated it to one of the professors of composition at Eastman School of Music. And it was based on some of that particular teacher's previous compositions that he had done. And Gordon Peters went on to have quite a long career playing in the Chicago Symphony. He was originally from Illinois, and again, one of the pioneers of early percussion performance. And so this piece, being one of those early pieces, has a little different feel and texture to the piece than some that we have today. Probably the biggest difference that we see is that we have piano soloists joining, as did many of the original percussion ensemble pieces that we have. Piano at that time was considered by many to be a percussion instrument, so it wasn't that unusual. However, as time went on, some people still thought piano was still a percussion instrument, and which I came to learn directly that when I started college back, seems like a long time ago, my teacher gave me some piano pieces, and I looked at him like, what am I supposed to do with this? And he said, well, play piano, of course. I said, well, no. I don't do that. He said, and others say, well, piano is a percussion instrument. And my response to that is, well, I would like to see a piano player do a drum roll. When they can do that, then I'll play the piano. And no one has taken me up on that yet. So, having said that, this piece does have a little different feel to it. So, on behalf of the entire percussion ensemble, which I want to point out, by the way, that everyone up here, except I believe one person, has never played percussion before, and that only one person on the stage is actually a percussion student here at the university. And so everyone in here, we even have high school percussionists joining us as well. This is their first time ever doing something like this, and especially doing it in percussion. I'm just thrilled that they have all joined us. And of course, I do have to mention that one name was left out of the program, and that's Lindsay Harris playing timpani on this piece. That the one person who actually is a percussion major was left off of the program. She turned in the list of personnel. Oh, I was supposed to put my name on it. Okay, so we got that cleared away. So on behalf of the ensemble, and I want to thank everyone here at the university, including Dr. Perry, Dr. Bosick, and the entire department for their continued support of the percussion department here. Thank you. Appreciate you coming out this evening. We'll hope that you come back again. Lots and lots. Tell all your friends to come again. And we hope that you've had an enjoyable evening. Thank you.